road construction company in upstate New York, running my sole proprietorship with top-notch entertainment. That was my life, and I was living it. In the spring of 2009, now executive consultant Wayne Lynch began to contact me multiple times over several weeks to take a look at a presentation. Over the 60-hour work week and sometimes 4 weddings a weekend, I was reluctant to give him my time because it was limited. But he pulled in my driveway one night and he asked me as a friend to fill a seat for him at a presentation. I won't lie, he promised me as many drinks as I could have after the presentation. But I went because I didn't want him to call me no more. I'd respect him as my friend. I'd take a look and get on with the rest of my life. That night forever changed my life. I saw the value. Let's face it, it's a service. When I saw the comp plan, I knew that I could gain an income. I got started with this business April 2nd of 2009, and the journey began. And the frustration set in quick. The more frustrated I got, the more I tried to explain. The more frustrated I got, the more determined I was that people were going to see what I saw. To the point where I quit one night in Utica, New York, at a hotel bar after a presentation. I threw my cell phone, I ordered draft beer, and I looked at EC's Kirk Horan and Wayne Lynch and said, "This isn't for me." And then with that little meticulous laugh of his, the paws of Ray Monty set on my shoulders. And he says, "You're right, it's not for everyone, Pat. It's been a pleasure meeting you, but I'm going to go out and build this. Why don't you try it my way, 30 days? My smart way back then? I said, "Yeah, and what's your way, Ray?" He said, "You got to understand, I got experience in this industry. Maybe I know a little bit that I can teach you. If you're willing to learn and plug in, you let me know." After that, a few weeks go by, and me and my brother have a conversation. He informed me that his wife, Kim, had to have brain surgery. The fear of losing a family member was highest priority with a 3% survival rate. And me and my brother are close. It's 9 years apart, and he grew up at a young age. He sacrificed to ensure that his little brother could have a little better, smoother path. I learned the value of that growing up, but more so I learned the value and the appreciation of a brother's love. After that conversation, he left me with one fact. I don't know how I'm going to fund multiple trips from upstate New York to Boston, Massachusetts. Fixed income, a 9 and 16-year-old that weighed on me heavy. To the fact that I was driving around backcountry roads in my little one red light town of St. Johnsville, wanting to help, wanting to lessen the burden. And all I could think about was ambit energy. So 1:30 a.m. in the morning, I picked up my phone, and I made a humble decision to admit that I knew nothing that I was doing. And I called Ray Monty to leave him a voicemail for help. Even at that hour, 1:30 a.m., on the other end of that phone, I heard, "What's up, Pat?" I explained briefly what was happening. And I asked him if this truly could be a vehicle where I could help my family. And he says, "Yes, it can, but you need to do a few things. You need to be committed, you need to be willing, coachable, and I need more than 3 hours a week." I started this 3 hours a week as a hobby for a boat, for a camp that I had purchased a year prior to the introduction to Amber. And all of a sudden it turned into a vehicle that I was going to go help my family. No holds barred, I did it his way, I plugged in, and I went to work. I began using a 40-minute lunch break to make 5 phone calls a day for a Wednesday showing. I would get up a half an hour earlier before work to watch another video of how being a leader. And I got no after no after no, persistence, consistency. I found yeses along the way, and then a few checks showed up, and free energy, and a promotion. My sister-in-law was my greatest teacher of faith. I was able to deposit my first check for the comment to my brother a week of that surgery, left a note at the hotel. "There's money in your account, brother, that I put there. I stole this credit card, I stole this account money." And I said, "You use this for you. Upgrade your room, buy lobster. Tomorrow is not guaranteed as you know it today." And he was reluctant, a prideful man, doesn't take handouts. Well, he used it and he had a great time. My sister-in-law is my greatest teacher of faith because she is a medical miracle from that brain surgery. Survival. I did not do everything, but I helped. You know, to give up 3 hours a week, I had to walk away from softball and I was ridiculed from friends and family. But the outcome was a much stronger relationship and need to return a brother's love to him. Don't let people dictate your direction. And not let them create your path for you. 6 years ago, I sat out there, right where you are. Right where some of you are today, your first ambition. I got convinced to go. I had to subcontract out 3 high-profile weddings, and I had to roll quarters to get here. Frustrated, I boarded a plane in Albany, New York to go to my first ambition because I needed one more to the NSC. I left New York as an RC. One follow-up call that morning, I landed in Dallas, Texas as a senior consultant. Now I get to pay my bills in those quarters. I learned a lot that ambition. I sat out there, and I watched leader after leader, testimony after testimonial, and I looked at Kirk Coran and I said, this does not happen to me. He jabbed me in the ribs in those haunting words, you gotta think win-win, little buddy. So with a new vision and a new perspective and a new appreciation of what I was partnered with, I left and I set out for executive consultant, and we expanded into the NYSEG market. And a contact from 3 years ago from a mechanical bowl that I had rented for a not-for-profit organization function. I reached out to somebody I haven't spoken with in 3 years, and he looked at a video. I put him on the phone with Ray Monty, and he came to a presentation. I gave him a 3x3 little opportunity card. He put it on his desk or his stand by his front door, and Steve Dare walked in. And he picked it up, and he asked, what is this? He still got that little card in his pocket because I could not talk him out of showing his business, and we went to work. I went to work with Steve, Ray, and a team of people, and we all promoted, and I became an executive consultant. And in 2011, I got a phone call from my boss. By the way, after 16 years, you no longer have a job. To this day, the most gratifying thing that I have is being able to fire them over the phone while they fired me, because to pay it forward, pay it back happened to me in life. By me going to work and helping my family, I created a residual income from a customer base that was paying every one of my fixed bills. That is the most liberating feeling you can ever have. The pessimist is everywhere. They steal your dream. They complain the wind blows. I seek the optimist like Steve Dare that knows he can channel the direction. But the leader, Ray Monty, he sets the sail. He charts the course, he improvises, he overcomes, and he adapts. He showed me a path in life, and I am self-made and proud to be Monty mentored. Well, it's 64 months later, and I set out for a boat. And it turned into a very expensive haircut because during a conversation in a barber shop, I walked out and I finally got my boat. And yeah, it's just a boat, but it's my boat and a whole lot more that comes with it. And I spent the summer dragging kids around the back of a tube that I don't even know their names. But there's nothing better than being able to pay it forward, pay it back, and understanding that. Because when a 10-year-old kid says, best day at camp ever, thank you, Dad. I'm blessed, and I'm blessed to be able to share it, and it comes because I'm plugged into my business, and it comes from a conference call. See, I thought I had the best coach in the world, Craig Phillips, Fort Plain, New York, until Alan Johnstone from Tyler, Texas, got on a conference call and taught me about the dash. And I understand every true-hearted meaning behind that. The smallest portion of your gravestone at some point will represent the most significant, profound representation of your walk on this earth. What do you do with that time in between those two profound dates? Chris Chambliss is right. This is not about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. I'm not the biggest fish in this industry, but I will guarantee you I will show you how to swim with every last bit of heart that I have. And I will help people over the next several years only if they are willing. And I'm a proud member of the EC Factory. As a whole, and an energy. Rob Marcioni, Tiffany Wood, Kirk Coran, Wayne Lynch, Steve Dare, Open Door Policy, thank you for always having an ear and helping me through the last 5 years. Because for the next 5 years, I've made the decision. I have made the commitment to take the challenge. And I'm going to ask every member of Energy 526, every Peter Luda team member, every Ambit Pro, every Team 12, to join with me. Because represent ambient energy as a whole, and together there is no doubt in my mind. I said this 3 years ago at Power Trip because I saw it formulated, that we can unite, we can conquer, we can go out there and we can take charge, and we can make ambient energy the world's largest network marketing company ever formulated in U.S. business history. And if any one of you feel that, stand up right now and let me know. And 3 years ago, I found myself in a beautiful mansion in Long Beach, New Jersey, and I became a lifer with ambient energy and a lifer to create and dictate my own path. It was described to me that I earned the right to be there, and here is the other way you can live. And on a jetty rock one night, with the Atlantic Ocean crashing on my knees, somebody asked me the most profound and simple question. What is it that you want out of life? What are you looking for? And I think I know what it is. It's peace. Peace with the past. Peace of mind. A larger piece to this. It's a common ground. Because we're blessed to live in this country. Honor those that have fallen for your right and have ensured it for you to wake up as your God-given right to make a choice every day. Or are you going to settle and just stay right where you are? Because I'm Flander, a farm boy from upstate New York, for a brother's love and a sister's courage that I was able to help and strengthen before the good Lord took her from cancer. I spent $3 grand, 3 beautiful days with 3 siblings, and I didn't have the money, but in 60 days I went to work with this opportunity. And I received rest every day with my brother because we did everything with and beyond our power to give the best quality of life to my big sister. And when the wind thrown through my hairs at Kroger Lake and I'm holding kids, I thank my mother for teaching me a way to live a life by creating my own path. And I smile for the courage of a big sister, and I'm thankful for this opportunity. And I will take every challenge that comes with it from here on out, whether it be service issues, company issues, people issues, because I will go platinum. Lucky one. I get the follow that. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Y'all have a good time.